So with something like world hunger, that's a problem, big problem. But you can help, you can aid, you can support this problem, or you can support solving this problem through fixing and finding solutions to other problems. For example, if we're working with world hunger, that's a problem. How can we help aid that? There's some things making in mind, like maybe growing more food, using more regenerative methods, like trying to put more nutrients in our soil, make it more available, limit like any wealth concerns, and that could be solved by other problems, like decreasing poverty. That may help, and world hunger. But it's big. It's like a global problem. But the thing is another big problem that no one talks about is food waste. Like nearly 20% of all food ever produced is wasted. So if we say 15 billion pounds of food was produced in 2024, excuse me, that would be about 20% of 15 billion, which is 2 times 1.5, which is 3. So 3 billion pounds of food would be wasted that year. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. That's a big problem, and it's not like as commonly talked about. Like when you say like food hunger, there are probably a lot of other problems that lead up to that. So maybe it's better, and then I had this idea from that. It's like maybe it's better to, maybe a method for solving these global problems doesn't have to do with actually solving that problem directly, but figuring out which problems it's caused by. Maybe it's like a thing where if you solve one problem, maybe there's a problem out there that if you solve this problem, it helps solve this problem over here, and like you have this center problem that's connected to other problems, and then it's like a network of problems where if you solve one problem that's more in the center, it helps solve and also maybe not 100% solve, but alleviate and aid to other problems. So maybe it's about finding those problems that are like more fundamental, that are kind of interconnected to things. It was just like, because like if you can solve food waste problems, that's an extra, like let's say we can decrease the percentage of food waste to 10% from 20%. What if we could half it? That's like 1.5 billion pounds of food saved every year. So that would, that's extra food that can go to people who are suffering from hunger. And I'm sure there are other problems that could solve that could, aid to that and then aid to that and then, but yeah.